Morning, good, but it's day three. Day three?
Day three for us to be live. Day two is W. But
Day two of ESW,
Yeah.
day three
live.
day three live.
Yeah.
And we wanted to give, you have the schedule.
Okay.
We're gonna, well, actually, you know what? Let's talk about yesterday.
Yeah, okay.
So here at the, so yesterday's electrical safety workshop, there were papers delivered. We kicked off around 1 o'clock.
Because the morning were tutorials. So there are 4 tutorials, which we talked about yesterday
Right.
briefly, right? So there are 4. There'll be another 4 on Friday afternoon.
4 more tutorials on Friday afternoon. So yesterday at 1 o'clock, they kicked off the official opening of the electrical safety workshop here in Reno, Nevada. So we're 3 hours behind the East Coast people, and so this is going live. It's 7 o'clock, so it's 10 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
So yesterday, what would you say was your most interesting paper?
I'm biased. I like history, so I would say Lenny Floyd's because I love history. And you know, Lenny was our guest here, so you probably remember.
So
he's like one of the 6 founding fathers of ESW.
Yeah.
They started the very first ESW in 1992.
Yep.
This year, the 31st anniversary. And when Lenny presents, he always shares a lot of history and, you know, how things were. And it was great. It was fun. And Lenny is a great guy. You guys met Lenny yesterday.
Yeah, so if you want to see Lanny Floyd, check out our video from yesterday, day 2 of Electrical Safety Workshop Week, I'll call it, because it can't be the Electrical Safety Workshop because it's pre-workshop materials. But check out day 2. Towards the end of the video is when Lanny stopped by for a quick chat. But my
a long video. I think it was like 50 minutes, 49 minutes.
Yeah, it was a longer video.
There are 2 guests.
Yeah, we had 2 guests.
Roy and Lenny Floyd.
Yeah. So I think my favorite paper from yesterday was the arc flash testing that was done 240 volts and below.
I know, because we were sitting next to each other. I know you were interested. I
was very interested.
This is something you're interested in. And the authors are...
They're from Canada.
I know, Hydro-Quebec. I was going to say... the running joke is the French connection. It's like they're all French speakers. I know them from Z462. Kirk, one of the presenters, he is on Z462, which is the Canadian version of 70E.
Yeah.
I'm on that committee, and Kirk is there all the time, and they were talking about that testing, and they have this thing like the French connection. So it's like the whole room is in English, but then you have the French Quebecois.
Yeah. So what was interesting for me, what I thought was really interesting, so when I read the paper, I didn't capture, and this is what I like about when you're here at the ESW, the Electrical Safety Workshop, watching the presentations. You can read the paper, you can even download the PowerPoints and review it, but it's what they say that really adds the third dimension. And one of his topics, which may have been in the paper, I don't know, he was focused, he said they were focusing from a utility perspective. And Hydro-Quebec, so they're a utility company. Yeah, so they were focusing from a utility perspective, and their 240 volt review was for the CT boxes, right? Where they have the CTs where they're connecting into a customer, it's 240 volts. They wanted to know what the incident energy was. They had basically dress requirements for their electrical workers for those applications, and they wanted to know, is it accurate, right? So I thought it was very interesting. The results they got, I believe, were enlightening that they did get sustained arc faults in certain electrode configurations. Right? So whether, and I didn't quite understand what they meant by, they had the parallel, which I think is more where you have like a panel board where the bus is parallel to each other. The configurations like the 1584, the new 1584 has, right? I forgot. Vertical bus. HVC. No, it was vertical bus. Yeah. It was vertical bus with like a sort of barrier, right? So we have VCB and VCBB. Thank you. I always forgot those. Yeah. There's 5 of them. But the other test that they did, and they had a very large round, like a 1 inch in diameter rod, and they broke it in series. So, and I'm not sure how that aligns, and I have to really compare what they did with IEEE 1584, because I don't believe that test scenario configuration is really done in IEEE 1584 to develop those equations. So I think the interesting part was that in the configuration that you would, I think, typically see in those applications, like say panel boards, because they didn't do panel boards. They were just looking at CT enclosures. What was interesting was they said they could not get it to sustain when they had the vertical bus parallel with each other, and then the starting conductor in between those rods. So for me, I thought that was really an interesting discussion paper presentation. I enjoyed the presentation because, again, and that's another value to being at the ESW, to just hear the dialogue and the questions that were asked.
For sure. I was going to say the best part is we're here, so you can always reach out to these. I'm sure they would come visit you. We have the expo this afternoon, something we need to talk about, and like the Eaton setup.
So at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, we're going to be live right here. So they have the desk set up. We've got the background, and we're going to have people in the booth. We're going to be talking about all the great things that are in the Eaton booth. We are going to be live.
Yeah.
It's live and raw. That's all.
And you guys may have noticed Tom would be doing serious reporting here. See,
yeah. Look, I got my.
He's getting ready for the.
I got my microphone. I'm filling. I got my tie on. I
don't know. I have a feeling that you'll probably either get to hear from CNN or Fox News next week. It's like,
you never know.
Dmitrovich, we were looking for like a technical reporter.
A technical correspondent.
Yeah.
We're a team. We're a team, though.
I'm Canadian. I don't know if Fox will hire me.
Or CNN. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll go to.
I don't have a work permit. I can work in the U.S. I can work illegally.
Not that we would promote that.
Illegal alien.
Illegal alien, whatever.
Yeah, because in Canada we don't call it's like international. It's not alien. Because I know in the U.S. for the first time people talk about like an alien. It's like illegal.
But that's sort of like when you have a spaceship that comes down.
I mean, English is not my first language, as you and everyone know. So when the first time I heard one of my American friends talk about like aliens coming into the country, this is like immigrants, illegal immigrants, but in the U.S. they're called aliens. This is like an ET movie or something. And then I was, how the terminologies are different. It's like, because in Canada, there's like called international or like alien is not used to refer to people from other countries, right? In the U.S., I guess this is the legal term. And for someone who, I didn't grow up in North America, it was the U.S. first time, this was many years ago.
No, that's funny.
Like aliens.
That's funny.
I mean,
that's funny. So, but yeah, we're gonna go live. We're gonna be live from the booth. We're gonna talk about all the different solutions, safety solutions. We'll hopefully hear from some people here at the Electrical Safety Workshop, that maybe some of the committee members that helped make it happen, just like we did last year. But this year, we're gonna have better video. We're gonna have better audio because I got my handy dandy microphone. Yeah. So I think it will. I think it'll turn out pretty good. Hopefully, everybody out there will be able to join us. If you're on the East Coast, you can have dinner. Right, because it's going to be 6 o'clock. You get home, have dinner, or maybe even play it on the TV while you're having dinner.
Yeah, instead of watching Netflix.
Exactly right. Instead of watching some movies or other programs or other news stations, you're going to want to talk about here electrical safety from the electrical safety. I've got booth duty. Look, it's right down there. Yeah. We've got booth duty. No, over here.
I'm looking at this.
Yeah, it's the logo on the screen. I got booth duty. So, so we will be live from the Eaton booth here at the Electrical Safety Workshop. So, and you're going to join us too, right? I mean, you got to pop in at least.
I'll walk around.
It wouldn't be a live electrical safety workshop live stream without any hype.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Tom. But I guess it's the Metrovich show. I'm just like, I just kind of show up, but it's like Tom's show. Like, I guess, I don't know if we can show people. I guess there's still more setups too.
There are a lot of people here, so they don't like showing other people's booths, so you won't be able to see other people's booths, and we have to make sure that that whoever is behind this this video is somebody who that we get releases and stuff like that.
Yeah, this is a good point. But I was just trying to say, this is like the Eaton booth, but there's a whole bunch of
there's a whole bunch of booths.
Everywhere. Like
absolutely.
How big do you think this room is?
It's a large room, and there's a lot of boxes, and they're still setting up. So
I think we have like 40 plus vendors for the expo for 3 hours.
Excellent.
Intense, yeah. So like everyone's around, and pretty much everyone you need to talk to as a manufacturer, or like PPE, or I guess
anything that's safety related.
Circuit breaker, like Eaton manufactures everything. Yeah, everywhere.
You've got Littlefuse, you have Easy Power, you have, I believe, SKM.
Like a Finnish company, Artec from Finland.
Yeah, and then there's Steel Grip.
Everywhere.
We've got Littlefuse, we got Panduit. It's just I'm just looking at an eye shot, and we have booths.
Shrimco's over there.
Yeah, Shermco's over there.
IEEE is over there.
Oh yeah, the IAEI, and hopefully you are all IAEI members. Look what I have on. I got my IAEI tie on. So
Sorry, I don't have that tie.
I put a tie on today. Look at that.
See,
Yesterday he was looking.
The tie you did, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm underdressed.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah, so we have a lot of great people, like organizations represented here at the Electrical Safety Workshop. So, but we will be going live from this booth right here at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific.
And I guess quickly you should mention that from 8 till 3, of course, there's like an hour break, lunch, there will be papers. So it'll be like a really busy morning / early afternoon.
So here's the thing. So when you come to the Electrical Safety Workshop, yesterday you have a morning of tutorials, right? And then you have afternoon of sitting in the large conference room, which they do things a little differently. They don't have breakout sessions. They have what we call, it's just one large room.
It's like one track.
It's like, one track. Everybody gets to see every single presentation. You don't have to pick, I need to go to this one or that one. So all of that started at 1 o'clock yesterday, and it was paper after paper after paper. And then we had the social last night. But now today's broken up a little bit too, because we'll have the papers going up through about
like noon, and then we have a lunch, like the conference.
Yep, you have noon, you have the conference lunch.
And then after lunch, after 1, we start papers again until 3.
1 to 3 more papers, and then we come in here for the expo.
And then there's
that's sort of
suite.
Yeah.
So the expo is for 3 hours, 3 to 6, and then I believe from 8 or maybe 6 to 10.
6 to
there's
10,
an expo,
yeah.
6 to 10 right after.
But what I'm trying to say is the days are sort of broken up, but tomorrow is hardcore from 8 o'clock in the morning all the way through 5 o'clock. It is paper after paper after paper. And some papers are 45 minutes long. Some papers
like
are
15 case studies.
Yeah, so there are some 15-minute presentations that are just like a case study, which I really enjoy. I think those break up, and they're very fast. There's usually a very specific a very specific story.
His or her experience, like, this is the problem that I faced, and this is how we figured it out.
Right. Ken White and I did a very fast 15-minute case example. It was a success story.
I remember that was like a few years ago.
That was a few years ago, and that was on the arc reduction maintenance switch, where we had an event that it was a mistake that was made during the construction process, and they brought the wrong tool to the job. They caused an arc flash, and the arc reduction maintenance switch basically made it a non-event.
Saved the day. Yeah.
And saved the day, right? So we told that story of a success story, which we have a little bit of a success story in our paper for tomorrow.
I heard tomorrow at 3:15 the best paper ever presented is W. We'll be on the dynamic duo, right?
The dynamic duo.
We need to meet those guys.
Absolutely, we're gonna get the best paper award. I'm just we're doing a prediction right now.
And then just take the money and just go to Hawaii. And
there we go, and we're gonna go to Hawaii.
We're gonna make the big bucks.
I love it.
I really hate that we can't show this because like this is the baklava guy there. It's like funny when you see those PPE. I guess you can't show stuff, but there's like a big mannequin.
Oh, that's our Eaton, but so we'll see that. We're going to go mobile here, so that my phone will be. This is the Eaton booth.
This is you. I thought it was like your neighbor.
No, we have PPE.
Okay,
we're doing
right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot. I thought it was like someone else. It was like it would be nice to show this, but I guess it's you. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So we have personal protective equipment. We're going to be talking about that. Remember, we're going to go live from the booth. So we'll talk personal protective equipment. We'll talk arc resistant equipment. We're going to talk safety disconnect switches that meet the requirements of 240.67, as well as other requirements for barriers and whatnot. And we're going to talk about receptacles over here. So we have a lot going on in the Eaton booth, and we're going to have other people. We're going to have a great dialogue around electrical safety. So hopefully you can all join us live.
Yeah, you'll be busy this afternoon, Tom. And now I'm positive you're hearing from either Fox or CNN.
Oh, you never know.
Not CBC in Canada because these guys have no money. Like you won't take Canadian money anyways. It's useless.
Yeah, it's not about the money. It's about getting the electrical safety word out there. So hopefully you will be able to join us at 3 o'clock Eastern. No, 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific. Right here from the Eaton booth.
It's fun. It's just it's fun. I tag team with Tom, and it's pretty cool. And hopefully you guys are enjoying or have been enjoying what we have done so far. And we did the same thing at PCIC if you guys
Yeah.
remember. And I guess I wanted to mention that when you talk about like one track, this is the interesting about ESW. I think we have 500 plus attendees, and since we have one track, we have like a big room with not all 500 will be present, but at least like 350,
There are a
maybe
bunch of
400.
people in that room.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unlike PCIC, there are, like you guys may remember when we were in Denver back in September, there were like 5 presentations running at the same time. So although PCIC is much bigger attendees wise, you split the whole attendees over like 5 different tracks.
I really enjoy the fact that we have everybody in the same room and everybody's watching the same presentation, because you have 400, almost 500 people sitting in a room and watching a presentation and then able to ask questions. And it's the questions that really, it adds that third dimension. It really
and you
does.
don't have to be like, I'm torn between this presentation and that presentation, because this happens a lot of PCIC. Like you can be at 2 places at the same time, so you have to pick one. But here, which is really nice, it's only one track, so you don't have to worry. Like you just go there and enjoy all the presentation you're interested in and make those connections with the presenters. And when you were talking about the arc flash paper that you like, the best thing is, there'll be opportunities. We're here all week and to talk,
that's right. And they're here
to authors and and ask those questions, because you only get 45 minutes to present, so you can really kind of share all the details. Presenting, and of course there's zero tolerance for commercialization, so there's a lot of things that cannot be shared during the presentation, but offline, like after the presentation, like the expo or during networking events like last night and tonight and whatever, you just talk about this is kind of when business is done.
It's exactly right. Most of the business is done after the presentations, and a lot of people don't come here just for those presentations. They really come here for that dialogue after the fact, and able to like you say, watch the paper. And you may not stand up at a microphone and ask a question, but you can definitely, know who those individuals are. You will see them during the week because they're here all week, and you can pull them on the side and ask your questions.
And even better, on Event Movie app, the ESW
that's right.
app, all the attendees have their contact information. So even if you don't get a chance to, let's say, connect with the author, you can always email them after the fact or send like a message through the app.
That's right. And that app, will that app be active after the program is over?
I think it stays active, but the problem is whether people would check their app or not. Because once you leave, maybe, because emails are better, but if you send like a personal message, like a chat message, it depends if the person is checking or not. I usually don't check when I leave, right? Like I'm checking it now, but once I'm gone, I probably don't check it. But you all can always get the information. Like I think you are doing the same thing. I have my LinkedIn page and Facebook there and my email. So if anyone wants to, I guess, connect, my information is there, whether I'm checking the app or not, right?
Right. So everybody has their information in there. You can gather that and then connect with them after the fact. So, all right.
So we really wanted to do a quick live today.
Yeah, I know. I've got to get on another call.
Yeah.
So
join us at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific.
That's right. Be there or be square.
Yeah, and you have the best reporter in town.
We're going to have a blast. I mean, we're going crazy here at the Electrical Safety Workshop. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you got something out of our little sessions every day and let you know what's going on. And tomorrow we'll tell you what our favorite papers were from today.
I think I know already what. Okay, I was talking about like the Thursday paper.
No. We got
paper on
every
Thursday
morning. We should talk about the papers
from
the day before, and we'll say what our favorite paper was.
Remember at PCIC we went at the end of the after the end, like at the end of the day, but it was too late for the East Coast because we were in Denver, so it was like 2 hours difference.
So we're going in the morning.
3, so that's why we decided to go in the morning and talk about the previous day versus going late in the evening. Because
so
by the time we're done at 5 or 6, it's like 9, 10.
So your goal, your task and my task for tomorrow is going to be to identify and talk a little bit about our favorite paper from today. All right, everybody.
Sounds good.
See you tomorrow, or see you at today from the booth. So tune in on my YouTube channel. I'll be streaming to YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, the whole gamut. But tune in on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and share it with others. So the more we can communicate and share information, the better off we are.
And the best part is, if something happens and you're not able to watch us live, guess what? It will be available.
That's right.
Per view at your convenience.
At your convenience later, anytime. So all right.
Great.
Thanks, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. And please
stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
good. And guess what?